Okay, so basically this is the lab. Okay, and in this lab, let me explain the devices. What are the devices we have? So if you see this particular device, 1 minute, is the screen visible for everyone?
Yeah, Mithilesh.
Okay, okay. So, uh, okay. So if you see this device we will use as a management server, management system, and this device we will use as a security gateway. This we will use as a Active Directory. This would be your Active Directory server, and this would use when user would try to, access firewall when we apply user-based policy. So we will use Active Directory server. This is your DMG actually. It's a wrong mention here. This is the DMG client. We will use this device as a DMG server. This is external. This is a branch office. This is the branch office firewall, and this is a branch office client which is going to access resources via firewall. So this is our lab. So anybody has any doubt about the lab?
No, no, Mithilesh.
Okay, so it's pretty explainable. So let me power on the device, and if you want to remove the previous configuration, so if you want to remove the previous configuration, so it's a very easy. You just right click on the device and just erase. So all the configuration which you will do, it's get erased, and the device will come back on default setting. Okay, so all the previous configuration has been removed. Now let me power on devices one by one.
Mithila,
So
do we need to do the same power on the device, or should we wait till you show the lab and then we try it?
I mean, let me show you lab, or if you want to perform parallelly, you can perform parallelly the task. So if you have lab access, you can power on the device, and in parallel, you can perform the task whatever I wanted to perform. Okay, so device is up. If you want to access any particular device, for example, if you want to access the management device or security gateway or any device, you just click on the device and it will open in a next tab. So it is opening on next tab. Okay, so I have just login on management server. So if you want to configure management server as per your workbook, so if you see your workbook, this is Uninets Online. So just go here and just log in, and you would be able to see your workbooks. So if I go on the CCSA workbook, so it's a here, and let me see the first task. what is the first task we have? So first task we have configure security management server with host name SM, give the IP address, this is this, and took GUI for management interface with the default credential and its remaining configuration. So let's perform the first task and let's configure the security management server. Okay. So coming to our lab, this is our management server. First, let's log in the management server. So default username of the management server is admin, and the password is uninets@123. Okay. Now, if you want to set the host name of this device, so you can run the command set host name and set a host name, whatever host name you want. Suppose you want to define the host name SM, so you can define SM. Then if you want to save the configuration, you can run the command save configuration. Save config. Okay, so we have defined the defined the host name. Now we need to define the IP address so that we can manage this device using a web console. So how we can assign IP address to this device? We can assign the IP address to this device using the command set IPv set interface ETH0. ETH0 is your management interface by default, but this interface can also be used for the we can define this interface on an internal zone. So set interface Ethernet 0, then IPv4 dash address, and then whatever the IP address we want to define. So I just want to define this management device as IP address 192.168.1.51, and then mask subnet mask. So mask length would be 24. That's it. So IP address has been defined. If you want to verify, so you can run the command show interface ETH0 and then enter. So you can see over here that IP address has been defined. Now just save the config and try to access this device, this management IP using a web console. So how you can access the web console? You have a two device. This is the workstation and this is the server. So if you want to use a jump server, from jump server you can access this device, but you need to make sure that this device should be reachable from the server, right? So let me open the server, and from server we can access, or from workstation we can access, but we need to make it we need to assign the IP of the workstation or the server in a same range. So let's come to the Windows server and let me log in here. Okay, on screen keyboard. The password is uninets @123. Okay, let me change the resolution of this machine so that you would be able to see in a proper way. Okay, so this is the server. We need to assign the IP to this server on the same range. So if I open the network setting of this device, so I can run the command ncpa.cpl to open the network setting, and we can check what is the IP address has been assigned to this machine. So IP version 4, then go to property. Okay, so its IP address is 192.168.1.101. Okay, but we need to change the gateway. We will change later. And DNS as well. Okay. So I think from the server we would be able to ping to the management server. So let me ping the management server 192.168.1.51. Yeah, it's reachable. So what we can do, we can access the management server from the browser itself, means web console. So here it's always running on the secure mode. That means we have to type here https://192.168.1.51 and now enter. I understood the risk because this is a self-signed certificate of the checkpoint device and that is not recognized. So you need to make is that exception. And here let's try admin, then password uninets @123. Okay guys, so whenever you will access the device, okay, first time using a web console, so checkpoint firewall will run first configuration wizard, first time configuration wizard. So what is this wizard meaning? This wizard meaning is whether you want which product you want to install on this particular firewall. So firewall means in this particular checkpoint device. So since this will use as a management, so we will install the management product on this particular device. And when we access the security gateway, we will install the gateway product on that device. So right now I'm on a management. So what I need to do, I need to install the management product on this device. Okay. Then this device will act as a smart manager. And if we install gateway product on this device, so this device will work as a smart gateway. Okay.